I wish I was in Carrickfergus, only for nights in Ballygrand. I would swim over the deepest ocean, only for nights in Ballygrand. But the water is wide, and I cannot cross over.
Shut that row! Morning, Mr. Cash. Today's the day then, sir.
Hope so. Hate to be shot trying to leave a day early.
Sorry about your place, Mr. Cash. Terrible thing, fire. Nothing we could do about it, just had to watch it burn. Mr. Cash, I'd be willing to purchase your land. You'll not find me ungenerous.
Only ground you'll get from me, Keogh, is 6 foot under, and you can have that for nothing.
Are you offering me a threat?
No, accommodation.
Where are you heading now?
Home. Thanks for everything, Andy.
Your credit's good, Mr. Cash.
Traps.
License? Yours?
Now, look, Lieutenant.
The license.
You know damn well we haven't got a license.
Collect 30 shillings from each of these men, trooper.
Look, we haven't even made a strike yet. All our money went on supplies.
If he can pay, so can you.
You gotta stop them.
Charlie. Charlie. You swing for this, Keogh.
Drop it! Touch it and you're dead.
I still reckon we should have done him in.
There is another way.
Not as effective.
We'll see.
Thanks for what you did back there, pal.
If I'd known you were a Yankee, you might have thought twice about sticking my nose in.
I'm glad you did. For a moment there, I thought I was heading for that big gold mine in the sky. Joe Brady.
Sam Cash.
New York, we're away in California. Been trying my luck out here since the fall. You?
Oh, I've been out of circulation for the last 6 months.
Huh? What have you been doing?
6 months?
This fellow's name? Cash, Your Worship. Samuel Cash. He was only released this morning.
Be brief.
We were moving up to the diggings, checking license.
Been hearing tales, sir? Your men? A little enthusiastic, I believe.
Well, they do get half the fines, Your Worship.
Continue.
Cash and his friend incited the miners. My troopers were shot down in cold blood.
With no provocation.
I only do my duty, Your Worship.
Don't we all? Go on.
Well, they would have killed me, too. But I managed to overpower one of them and make my escape.
We'll find them, sir. Make an example. People will see that at least we try to uphold the Queen's law.
If these men are dangerous, they'll not be taken easily.
Well, do what you must.
I'll need men.
Those troopers outside the jail. Break from dice wouldn't do them any harm.
They've been assigned to a gold escort, no others available. And every fit man's trying his luck at the diggings.
You want men, sir? The jail's full of them. Tell them there might be a partner.
Coming?
Yeah. How long you known her?
Jessica? Only met her once, but she made me real welcome. Reckon I ought to be the one to break the news about her brother.
Pity I didn't get there earlier.
Yeah. Like Mother used to make. Sure was a lousy cook.
How long will it take us?
I reckon a day, maybe less.
It's beautiful.
Wish I were 20 years younger.
And so do I, father-in-law. How can I thank you?
Your smile is my reward, madame.
Oh, you are too gallant, sir.
It's the latest from London. I'm told the Queen herself has one.
Really? That music, what was it?
A waltz. I believe they're very popular in London society.
Well, we won't let that deter us. Do play it again.
You're a fine cook, Mrs. Johnson.
Thank you.
More wine.
Thank you.
Sure thing.
It's been a long time since I had such a good meal. And pleasant company.
I know not very good company today, Mr. Cash.
It may not be much consolation, but we know of a way to fix Keogh.
I wish I could believe that.
There was a man at Chinaman's Creek who witnessed it all. A miner. Find him and we nail Keogh.
I don't wish to discourage you, but he could be anywhere by now.
Couldn't be more than a day's ride from the creek. And he'd want to steer clear of the troopers.
Perhaps he's hiding in the bush.
He'll need food. We reckon he'll head for the nearest town with no law. Tandara.
I wonder.
There is another reason. He likes the ladies.
Won't Keogh be looking for him, too?
For him and us.
He'd have difficulty in tracing us here, right? Will we travel through rivers and all?
Unless he's got himself a tracker. We ought to keep the horses ready saddled.
You reckon they'll be down there next any time, huh?
That's about it.
Sam, you're ruining my day.
Well, that's it. We set off at dawn. If that's right with you.
I wish you could stay longer.
Mr. Cash, I'd like to thank you for trying to save my brother. However, it seems to me that thanks aren't enough. I'd like to help bring Keogh to justice.
Well, how could you do that?
By riding with you.
Jessica.
Mrs. Johnson, this is hardly women's work. Anyway, your husband?
I'm a widow, Mr. Cash. My husband died 5 years ago. A riding accident.
I'm sorry. Even so, I don't think...
You're both wanted by the law. I can go places you can't. See people. I could get information.
You could get arrested. Maybe end up in jail. And that's no place for a lady.
And Sam knows. Right, Sam?
What was the trouble?
Straying cattle. Well, you know what it's like. You win a few, you lose a few. I won a few.
I see.
If every man who bent the law nowadays was jailed, they'd have to lock the cells from the inside.
That's a very cynical remark, Mr. Cash. But true.
Truth is, these men degrade the Queen's uniform.
That wouldn't be difficult. Well, Mr. Cash, what do you say?
Oh, it'd be too rough for a woman.
I can look after myself.
Try this.
I'll need something smaller.
We'll get you one more your size. Nice piece.
All yours. Hey, Sam. Don't leave the state. It's a funny way to hold a gun.
You're not laughing.
Keep it.
What?
It's yours.
Archer, come on.
I owe you more than that. Forget it. I got another one. I acquired them from a guy in California. He ran short of dough. Put all his money in diamonds.
Surely diamonds are a good investment.
Now when I got a fistful of hearts, lady. The gold rush left you short-handed, huh?
Can't get men for love nor money. These days, Jack thinks he's as good as his master.
And isn't he? Please.
Mr. Cash, I went as far as Melbourne, offering top money for us shearers. Arrogant blighters. So they wouldn't cross the road for less than £1. Don't know what the country's coming to.
Do you play, Mr. Cash?
Sometimes.
Will you play for me?
Certainly.
Oh, Jessica, don't you think under the circumstances...
My brother loved music. It's right that Mr. Cash should play.
It's been a while. You'll have to bear with me.
Yes, gentlemen?
You reckon they'll be all right?
I doubt it. Well, not when she's through with them.
Good heavens. If only I'd realized. Murderers. In our home, father-in-law.
Disgraceful. When did they leave, Mrs. Johnson?
Why are we all standing? Or do be seated, Lieutenant. You will allow me to offer you a drink?
Thank you, ma'am. These men,
Hmm?
when did they leave?
Or when would you say, father-in-law?
I'm not too sure. A bit vague about time nowadays.
Well, they had lunch with us, then chatted for an hour or so. I'd say they had quite a start on you. Do you like it?
Hmm?
The brandy.
Excellent. How long exactly would you say they've been gone?
Not more than half a day.
I'll see them in jail yet.
I'm sure you will, Lieutenant.
Have you any idea why they came this way?
They talked about heading for the diggings at Ballarat. Do you remember, father-in-law?
I do indeed. Thought they might be able to help with the shearing. Can't get anyone nowadays, you know.
We have the same trouble. Have to take any rabble we can get.
Set a thief. Eh, Lieutenant?
Yes. Well, I must go.
Oh, why don't you camp here for the night? Your men can use the stables, and there'll be fresh eggs for breakfast.
You're too kind, ma'am.
Oh, I see it as my duty. And we can offer Lieutenant Keogh a proper bed for the night, can't we, father-in-law?
Far more comfortable than a bivouac in the bush.
Oh, do say yes. I'd like to think that we've helped bring criminals to justice.
Your servant, ma'am. Right up. Where's Lord Jacob? Well,
stable, sir.
Trouble, Lieutenant?
The tracker's blind drunk.
You're not waiting for it?
He'll find us.
You sure she said here?
Mm-hmm.
What about the troopers?
What about them?
They find us here, we're sitting ducks.
First ducks ever to fire back.
They blow your head off. Don't ask me for sympathy.
That's not the most beautiful horse I've ever seen.
That's right. But next to him, I feel good looking.
Where's Kia?
I'm sure he wished he knew. Will he have sent word round, I wonder?
What?
Keo, do you think he circulated your descriptions?
Could take months.
Reckon there's a reward?
Why, you gonna turn me in for half?
No, both of us. For the lot.
This ain't the way back, Lieutenant. I'm aware of that.
Heads.
You check the brothel, I'll do the grog shop.
Don't forget what you're there for.
As long as you don't.
If you find the fat man, call me. Better we see him together. Oh, I don't want to scare him off.
Your kind of town, gentlemen. Not a trooper in sight.
You mustn't be seen riding with us, Mrs. Johnson. Wait for an hour and then follow.
What a nice time, sirs. 3 strapping girls. All clean.
I'm looking for a man.
What a waste. Would never have pictured.
He's a German.
Oh?
Big, fat, built like a one-man crowd.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Why do you want him?
Hey, you've seen him then.
Why should I tell you?
Because you've got a heart of pure gold.
Bertha's got a big bloke with her. Foreigner. Could be a man. He won't be long. Bertha gets through him in no time. Take you on myself while you're waiting.
Who's waiting?
Keep at it, mate.
Hey, mister. He's finished now.
Oh, I don't want to jump the queue.
in, mister.
Let's dance. We bought you plenty.
And you've had your dances.
I want another one.
Sure. Will I get another drink?
Rum.
Well, buy me a drink, mister.
I'll trade you.
What for?
Information. Glass of colored water, please.
If you're so smart, why pay for it?
Told you. Only want information. Looking for a guy. He's German. Big fat fella.
Why don't you leave her alone?
Now, fellas, I'm only asking.
You're just asking for trouble, Yankee. Hey!
Where is he?
Who?
Don't waste my time. Where is Sam Cash?
Sam Cash.
There was a fat man at the creek, too.
So?
Do you know where he is? I know you're not traveling alone. Where is Sam Cash?
Go to hell.
He can't be far. My men will take this town apart. If he tries to escape, don't shoot to kill. I need him alive.
Where's Joe?
Bad news.
Good day, Lieutenant.
Mrs. Johnson, what brings you to Tandara?
Looking for shearers. And you?
Well, as I was in the area, I decided to collect some prisoners that are being held for trial.
Any luck with your search for those murderers?
Oh, I've got one of them.
Splendid. What will you do with him?
He'll go to Bendigo with the others, can stand trial there.
The quicker the better. Justice must be swift, don't you agree, Lieutenant?
It will be. When do you return home, Mrs. Johnson?
And I've done what I came to do.
I trust you won't think me presumptuous, but having received your hospitality, I'd like to show my appreciation.
Oh?
Will you dine with me tonight?
I hope he chokes on it.
Why, Mr. Cash. I thought it was a good chance to get information.
If he finds out you're trying to bluff him.
You won't.
Well, I still don't like it.
I can come back out when they leave, pass on what I learn, and then we can free Joe together.
Sorry, I have to play this one alone.
What's wrong with the duet?
Look, Kia will have an armed guard all the way. Even two of us wouldn't stand a chance. When it's dark, I might be able to do something.
I could make a diversion.
You could make a corpse. If it doesn't work, you must be alive to tell what really happened at Chinaman's Creek. In the morning, you ride home. If all goes well, we'll join you there.
I'd better be leaving. I shall be more late for dinner than is polite in refined circles.
Take care, Mrs. Johnson.
And you, Mr. Cash.
Is it to your liking?
It's quite amazing what can be done with potatoes and mutton. I must ask the fellow for his recipe.
We're fortunate to be away from the rabble.
You have influence, huh?
One day, perhaps.
An ambition.
Hasn't every man?
Yeah, please. And what are yours? Ambitions.
Shall we say I don't intend to remain a lieutenant for much longer?
I'm sure you won't.
I'm a very lucky man.
Oh?
Meeting you like this.
It's a very small world.
Mrs. Johnson, I was wondering, when I'm in the area, may I call? It would give me a great deal of pleasure.
On the condition, Lieutenant.
Ma'am?
Next time, please knock.
I do apologize for the way we burst in on you.
You mustn't let me tease you, Lieutenant. I am delighted to hear you have one of those killers under lock and key.
And it won't be long before I have the other.
Oh?
I put the word around that tomorrow we travel on the Bendigo Road.
And aren't you?
Oh, yes.
I don't quite understand.
I believe Cash will follow an attempt to release Brady.
How can you be sure?
I'm not. But he's foolhardy enough to try. It'll be too risky during the day, even with help. But at night...
You'll be expecting him.
He might get in, but he'll never get out.
Lieutenant. Sounds like a very clever scheme. I hope it enjoys the success it deserves.
You're not leaving.
It has been a most stimulating evening.
Where are you staying?
I have a room here for the night.
If any of them knew you were here alone, they could get nasty.
Lieutenant Keogh, from what I've seen, they are nasty.
You'll need protection, ma'am.
My door will be securely
I'll
locked.
put one of my men on guard to make sure.
There's really no need.
I insist. He'll be at your door till dawn. Rest assured you'll be safe in our hands till we leave in the morning.
How kind.
Don't worry, you're too valuable. Are you a betting man, Mr. Brady?
You know me. No vices.
Because I'm gambling on your friend, Mr. Cash. I think he'll make an attempt to free you.
Not a chance.
I think he will. Of course, it will be a double tragedy. You'll be shot escaping. And he'll die with you. I was just calling to wish you good morning and a safe ride home, ma'am.
How kind.
Mrs. Johnson, I've had reports of bushrangers in the area.
Well, I've no gold, Lieutenant. They won't bother me.
I hope not.
ma'am.
I need some items.
All best quality provisions here. Flour, sugar,
Mining equipment?
everything. Pans, shovels, picks,
Explosives?
explosives.
They're so much quicker than digging.
Bail up! Get down.
Struth, it's a woman.
Your purse.
Can I go now? That's all I have.
Come here. Let's see what we got.
Your clothes. Off.
Will you let me go? Afterwards?
Sure, you can go. Afterwards. Hold it.
I don't want to get my clothes dirty.
This way round, lady.
Not quite the bang you expected, gentlemen.
Riley, see to the horses. Andrews? Face the wall. Over there. Now we wait. Did you see something, Fred? Fred?
Sam.
You don't seem pleased to see me.
I'm not. He is.
The other one. Release him.
Wanted to look like you nearly make it. I need witnesses to see that you didn't. Outside.
Guard!
Run.
Well, Mr. Cash?
Quite a party.
And you weren't even invited.